All right, 1 2 1 2. Welcome back to my life movie fans. Hope you guys and girls are having a fantastic day out there. Thank you so much for stopping back by the channel. So today we're going to do a review for Michael. All right, so this biopic is all about the life and times of Michael Jackson. This thing bounces around from 1968 to 1988, so it covers a 20-year span. Now we start the story with Michael along with his brothers, the start of the Jackson 5. And immediately we're introduced to Joe Jackson's infamous temper and control issues. In fact, even at a young age, Michael clearly has disdain for this man. He doesn't even call him dad or father. He addresses him by his first name, and it definitely sets the tone for things to come. So in regards to the abuse that Michael Jackson alleges that he suffered at the hands of his father, it is here in the film. It is portrayed, but it's not, we don't focus on it. I don't want to say that it's glossed over, but we just kind of more or less touch upon it, but it is definitely there. Now, there will be absolutely some that don't agree with this choice that the film makes to kind of just touch upon these things. They're probably looking for more of a Mommy Dearest type experience, and this film is not interested in really doing that. Now, for those that don't get that reference, Joan Crawford was an actress. She was big in the 40s and 50s. After she passed away, her daughter alleged some abuse and some things in an autobiography that she wrote. So when they turned this into a film, it really just became more about the abuse. The film didn't seem to be, and it's been a while since I've seen it, so correct me in the comments, but Mommy Dearest didn't seem to be too worried about showing Joan Crawford's highlights, just really the abuse. And this film did not want to be that type of experience, but I can understand people wanting to see those things, but there's plenty of documentaries and other ways to see the real life events that took place as far as like the trial and things of that nature. This film just does not address that, and I'm okay with that, but that's not going to be for everyone. But I personally enjoyed this film just letting the king of pop be the king of pop for 2 hours. Now, with that being said, I do personally believe that the bad things are still yet to come. It does seem like this film was split into two parts. Just the film does kind of end abruptly. And I thought a lot of the advertising promised that it would cover 4 decades, and it really only covers 2. So they must have put the other 2 in the second half of the film. That's just my opinion. I don't know if any of this is true, but it seems that way. Now, things are definitely set up during this happy phase of the story. We see the vitiligo introduced, the plastic surgeries, like his insecurities with his face, and then the painkillers after the horrific accident involving the hair catching on fire. So it was fascinating to kind of pick up on that's where the painkiller addiction kind of started, right then and there. Now, all these things, the painkillers, the vitiligo, we all know these played pretty big parts towards the end of his life. So it'll be interesting to see how the film portrays those things, if it tries to glorify a lot and just leave that off the table, or it's just going to go all in and just show just how bad things went after bad. That's what I think could happen. So we'll have to come back and check that out. I believe this film was way more interested in portraying Michael Jackson as a man who quite literally wanted to just heal the world. That voice, man, nothing like it, especially as a kid, commanding the room and the audience the way he did. Never seen anything like it. I don't know if we ever will again. I believe the film does a fantastic job of conveying those emotions in every scene where we see someone hearing Michael's voice for the first time, whether that's Berry Gordy, Quincy Jones, I think Gladys Knight. It's just really fascinating to see he had that power. And it's just like as soon as you heard that voice, you just stopped and dropped everything. And the film does a great job of getting that point across. Whether it's a performance or behind the scenes to a video shoot, all the musical numbers, all those musical scenes are just really powerful and special. And I feel like that's conveyed beautifully by the direction of the film and all the performances. Now, I believe Jafar Jackson as Michael Jackson will get the most attention. He's a standout performance, especially for a first-time actor, first gig. This is a huge project, huge production. I think he did a great job. I can't imagine the pressure that must have been on this dude to even take this role on. But I gotta say the standout is the actor that played Joe Jackson, Coleman Domingo. This guy kind of stole the show. Every time he was on screen, I was fearful for what the hell he might do. It really just felt like Joe Jackson stepped out of the real world into this movie. Fascinating performance. Giuliano Valdi played young Michael. I think he had a standout performance as well. All the performances were great, but those 3 actors in particular I thought did a fantastic job. Nia Long was cool too as Mom. She doesn't have a whole lot going on in her scenes. And all the brothers, all the actors that played the brothers I thought were great. They, again, just didn't have a whole lot going on, at least in part one. Now, clearly, all of these things will not resonate with everyone that watches the film, but just like the person that this film is based upon, I feel like this is really special and unique. I definitely think the world could use some of the positivity that this guy had right about now. Just really miss this guy, man. This movie really drove that point home. And I feel like that's what this film really wanted to show us, ultimately, this side of Michael. And I think it did a fantastic job. Honestly, I'm going to go ahead and give this thing a 9 out of 10. It kind of blew me away. This was a film I was not looking forward to seeing, but I'm so glad my wife really wanted to see it, and I got to take my grandson. Had a great experience. I can't wait to watch it again. Highly recommend it. Comment below what you guys and girls thought. Appreciate you guys and girls stopping back by the channel. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share the content with any Michael fans. It's much appreciated. And that's going to do it. Till next time, you guys and girls stay safe. Meantime, in between time, I'm itching your face. Bye. Hey.